Did I die? I didn't I? Guess what door I choose determines my afterlife. Let's choose carefully. Eternity is a long time. Okay, let's make a choice. Red seems like a good color. Ah, looks like a hellscape. At least there's no clowns around. Hello there, I am the Swedish game dev. In this video we're gonna check out how to make this scene a little bit more interactive. Right now it's just an image. I've been trying to learn how to make doors or other things clickable in a game, since I think it's much more fun and feels a lot more like a game if you click on a door rather than using a menu to choose which door you're going through. And now you're going to see what I've learned through trial and error, and we're going to use something called Imagemaps and Hotspots. Okay, let's go. Here we have our basic RenPy project. I've just created a character that's narrating, and I've added a scene, the room red door scene here, and also some labels we can end up in, depending on which door we click. But now, we're going to make the image we saw earlier clickable, and so that we will go from this first label to one of these other labels. And the first concept we need to know about to create this is the concept of screens. A screen is sort of a layer that we can put on top of our RenPy game, and you can create lots of different kinds of screens. I'll put links to the RenPy documentation on screens in the description of this video, so you can read more about them, but today we'll just focus on this simple screen that will make the doors clickable. Okay, so let's go to the top of our script, and we will start by creating the simple screen we're going to use in this game, and we will use the word screen to create our screen, and we will call it door underscore room, and then parentheses to make it a screen function, and then a colon to finish it off. And the first thing we want to do in this screen is to add a background image. So we will type add, and I will type the file path to the images folder where the image is stored. So it will be images / room underscore red underscore door dot JPEG. So now we have added the image to this screen. Okay, now to see if we can load this screen and see if we see the image, I will comment out this scene statement, and then I will call the screen. So call screen door room. And let's save it and see what happens. Okay, our screen is here. But we don't see any text. And that is just as it's supposed to be, because now we have just called in our screen, and it covers everything and pauses the game essentially. Okay, let's go back to our script. The first step in making this image interactable is making it an image map. So we'll go down on a new row and type image map. And an image map is just what it sounds like actually. It's an image that is kind of a map that you can click. And what we have to do now is to connect the image and the image map, and we do that with the ground statement. So we type ground, quotation marks, images, and room red door dot JPEG. And then we'll press save and go back to our game. And what we're going to do now is to use the developer menu, and we access this by pressing Shift and D. And here in this developer menu, we're going to use image location picker. And this shows all the pictures in our game, but we can search up here to find our image, and in this case, red door room. And if I click it, this is the image, and down here you can see X and Y positions, and we can use this to create a so-called hotspot. A hotspot is a place in an image map where you can click and something happens. And in this case, we will start with this red door, and we will create an hotspot by holding and dragging over it so it becomes a rectangle. And then you can see mouse positions down there in the left corner. And when I release my mouse button, those positions are copied to the clipboard. Now if we go back to our code, we can start creating our hotspot, the clickable area. And you do this by typing hotspot, and then we can just paste the positions that we got. And then we want to create an action, something that happens when you click it. So we'll type action and then jump, since we want it to go to another label. And this other label will be called Hellscape, since this is the bad place you can go to if you click on the red door in this little example game. And we'll go back to our game and create another hotspot. So we'll hold the mouse and pull it, and we'll get another position. And if we go back to the code, we can create another hotspot, then paste, action, jump, and this one will be called Clown Room. Let's save this and see what happens if we go back to the game. Now in here, we don't see anything happening, but if I click here, we went to the Hellscape label. We'll click back. And if we click this other door, oh, we went to the clown label. Okay, so great stuff. We now have a little bit of interactivity, but right now it's a bit hard for the player to know where to click since nothing happens. And we're gonna just add a little bit more interactivity by adding some text via the tooltip function. I will also link to the docs on how we can use tooltip. So we will type tooltip. We want our tooltip to say a red glow. Is that a good or a bad sign? And the other door's tooltip will be a plain door. It's the only one not locked. And then, if we want this to work, we need to add some more code. So we'll go down to new rows and do the $sign to enter a variable. And we'll call this tooltip equals get tooltip, and then parentheses. And to make sure that it's big G, big T, and small t for some reason. And we will also type if tooltip, the text will be quotation marks, brackets, tooltip, and we will position it. If you just create it like this, it will end up in the top left corner, but I want it down in the middle. So we'll first type the X position, so X align 0.5, and then Y align 0.75, and then we will save this and see what happens. Yay! And now you see, when we hover the red door, a text is shown, a red glow. Is that a good or bad sign? A plain door, it's the only one not locked. And we can add tooltips and hotspots for these others, but I don't want to take up more of your time, so we'll just use these two as an example. And now when we click the red door, we will go to the Hellscape. And if we click the plain door, we go here to the clown room. Okay, so one last thing. The last thing we want to do is to see the dialogue before we get this choice. So we will copy this call screen statement and we will put it after this dialogue and delete the jump statement here and delete the jump statement here, and then remove this comment. So we first show the image, show room red door, and then call the screen later. So this is what it looks like. Did I die? I didn't I? Guess what door I choose determines my afterlife. Let's choose carefully. Eternity is a long time. Okay, let's make a choice. Red seems like a good color. Ah, looks like a hellscape. At least there's no clowns around. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I hope you've learned from my mistakes in this video and that you learned some useful skills you can use when you develop your own RenPy visual novel games. I will link to the documentation I used in the description of this video, and I'll see you soon in another video. Bye.